What's going on, everyone? Elijah with Aiden Pressure Washing here. Today we're washing a driveway. We've got an oil stain, some diesel fuel. It looks like just a mix of stuff. So we're getting it cleaned up for them, and we'll kind of show you that process. All right, here's the stain that we're working on. You can see the water just from the dew is pooling up there. The oil's preventing it from soaking in. So we're going to treat this whole stain. We're going to let it dwell for probably 15-20 minutes. We'll scrub it in real good. Probably treat it a couple times. And then there's a track, obviously, where he had driven. We'll treat all that, and we'll hit it with some hot water. We've got sodium hydroxide that we're using here. This is a mixture that we mixed up ourselves, so we bought the beads and mixed it up. Any of the good degreasers out there should be sodium hydroxide based. That's going to work really well on any fuel or oil staining, whereas as we mentioned in a previous video, the potassium hydroxide is kind of what you'll use for any food type grease. So we've got that sitting there. I'm gonna grab a scrub brush and do a little scrubbing on it. So we just use I think we bought this from Home Depot, probably. Just a stiff nylon bristle brush that we use to kind of help our degreasing agent penetrate the surface there and work as best as it can on that oil stain. Alright, so we've got it applied. We scrubbed it in once. You can see it's already starting to move once Seth brushes. So you can see all that oil coming up already. That's getting us a good result. It's always also important to set proper expectations when you're doing oil stain removal. You know, depending on how bad the staining is, how long it's been sitting there, will depend on how much you're actually able to pull out of the concrete itself. So there's likely always going to be a shadow present, even even after you use hot water and good strong degreaser. So we say usually typically 80% is a safe bet of what we're able to get out. The shadow will be left, and it'll obviously fade with time, but got this all treated. We're gonna let it dwell for a while longer. We'll hit it with our surface cleaner first pass. We'll probably treat it one more time, hit it one more time, and then that will be about as good as we can get it. And we'll show you what that looks like, so it'll help you set proper expectations on your job. Just hover over that spot too when you come back up. So we like to leave the pressure washer over the stain, kind of hover to put as much heat as we can down into that stain and pull as much out as possible. You can see even after just our first treatment, I mean the stain, there's still a little bit of shadowing there, but it's pretty much gone. And we're using about anywhere between 175 and about 195 degree water for this wash. Now we're rinsing down all the grime and everything. Make sure to hit the garage door and anything that splashes up during the washing process, so that way you're not leaving any soap or oily water on anything. You want to leave the property cleaner than when you got there. So after he gets all this rinsed down, we'll do one more treatment of our degreaser. Let it sit for another 10-15 minutes. Hit just those stains again with our pressure washer or surface cleaner, and then we'll call that good. So here's what we got after the first treatment. You can tell there's still a little shadow left there. So that's what we'll be treating again. So that's pretty good as far as expectation setting. One thing you always want to make sure they know is it's not going to be like brand new concrete again. It will fade more over time, obviously, as the driveway's used and everything, but we're getting all that surface level contaminants and oil and fuel off. But whatever is penetrated too deep into the concrete, you just can't pull it all the way out. All right, Seth is working his way back up. So this is after our second treatment, and we're just focusing on the stains this go around since the rest of the driveway's already been cleaned. What we're doing is we're just kind of hovering over the stains, working little circle motions, try to hit it with different angles to pull as much as we can out of there. That way we're just confident that we were able, or that we got everything we were able to get out and aren't leaving anything behind that could have still been cleaned a little better. Okay, so we are wrapping up. Show you the finished product here. So you can see there's still a little shadow left of the tire marks as you're coming down the drive, or going up the driveway in this case. But a dramatic improvement over what was. Here's the main stain, culprit of it all. Still that outline, the shadow that's left, but that's all cleaned up. There's no more water pooling on top of it. Everything that's left is down into the surface of the concrete. So we pulled as much as we can out of there. So those are the expectations you can have with oil stains. This oil stain was relatively new. It was like, I think around 3 weeks old. It had just been sitting here. We had a storm and his filter froze up on him and exploded when he turned on his truck. So that's what caused it, and it's just been kind of sitting for about 3 weeks, being driven on and everything, which doesn't help. But overall, oh look, before and after on the phone, taking on with the phone. Oh my gosh, my mind's blown.
Conception.
Hopefully that helps you guys, and hopefully you can get out there and tackle some of these yourselves. And if you can get better results than us, let us know in the comments. Let me know what process you use. We are always learning and would love to continue to improve our offerings to our customers. Talk to you later.